This is MJ. I love Tokusatsu, and right now I want to talk about Ultra Fight Galaxy New Generation Heroes Episode 11. So, we just had a big, it wasn't even really a cooldown, but it felt like a cooldown from the last bout of fighting. The tides are changing, Ultraman Trigia retreats, and he empowers Dark Zero and Dark somebody else, and Zero, whose color timer is flashing, so he should be out of power, is he wants to take on the Dark Zero because the other Ultras have saved him and Grigio, and he's really appreciative. And it's funny, he tries to play it off like he's cool, and he calls himself the Invincible Zero, even though he was right there on the precipice, and that's pretty fun for me. The guy, he's a veteran, and he's kind of being put in his place by these younger Ultras, who I think technically he's part of their generation, but he's probably one of the older ones. Otherwise, why would all of them have been so inspired by him? That's just what I'm gathering through the context clues here. And anyway, they end up telling him, hey, if you're gonna, go against Zero yourself, then, let us help you. And they end up using some of their Zero powers or something, and they end up giving him a bunch of energy, and he gets this amazing gold form. He's got like 4 extra horns and these big shoulder pad things, and he just looks awesome. And he goes ahead and fights, but there's not just the one Dark Zero, there's the other guy, which I think Geed is the other Darkness Ultra or whatever that's left over, and the others all end up giving themselves some power-ups to hype themselves up or get ready for battle. And something really cool that I saw in the comments as I was looking through people's reactions to the last episode is the prediction of Ultraman Groob, which is Grigio, Russo, and Blue, a combination form that the three of them have together. And that's super cool. I'm not sure why the aspect of, or the concept of the fusions is so amazing to me, or why it's blowing me away. But I really enjoyed how the Ultras, when they had a resurgence against Trigia and these Darkness copies, they specifically cited their bonds, the power of their bonds, and specifically the attachment that everybody had to Zero, to them having this second wind and them digging deep and finding the grit and determination they needed to defeat them. But it's really neat. I guess, I don't know, it feels kind of emotional. I've mentioned before I have kids, and I hope my kids can, be as tight and, have each other's back as well as these Ultra siblings do. And it's really neat. And it really makes me curious about the nature of the Ultra series. And, is this just modern stuff? Because I heard that there were the Jack Bros, Ultraman, who made up Ultraman Jack, and I got this from comments from somebody when I was discussing the 2019 Netflix Ultraman anime adaptation. They told me that there are these two characters named, and in the original show of Ultraman Jack, they had to, there were these brothers, and they had to unite or make contact with one another in order to become Ultraman Jack. And I guess because of that, they were called the Jack Bros. At least in the fandom, if not officially in the series, not 100% sure how that worked out. But that is one dimension of it, and then another is having Ultras who are actually siblings. Two individual Ultras who are siblings, and then you add the third on there, and then the fact that they can all combine and stack their powers is really neat. And I liked that when they were combining into one. There was a little voiceover thing, like their transformation jingle is the best thing I can liken it to from Kamen Rider and Super Sentai to a lesser extent, where it says something like 3 souls overlapping as one, or overlapping something. And I just thought that's a really neat idea, that the heart and soul of these people uniting in this unique super fantastical way enables them to become this greater power in order to combat this thing. And it's just really neat, and I really like it, and it feels very very good, very, I don't know, very pro-social, pro-human, and I like it a lot, even as it's coming from giant aliens. And man, I'm just enjoying this more and more, and I'm excited. There was a preview recently for the next Ultraman anime season coming out, and it's all good stuff. Going Ultra can be found on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and mjmunoz.com/GU. I'm an aspiring author who will gladly accept your financial support through coffee. You can also check out my Redbubble store. Check out mjmunoz.com for more of my work, where you can find another writer cast, Kingdom Hearts Queen of Sorrows, MJ Loves Toku, where I'm covering Kamen Rider Zero every week. Relevant links are in the show notes. If you had a good time, like, share, and leave a comment. Subscribe and ring that bell to keep up with me as I explore more Ultraman. And remember, you don't have to shout Henshin to be a hero.